Check. What's going on, YouTube friends? What's going on, Patreon friends? How we all doing? What's going on, man? I don't want to waste too much time on this. I didn't know that I missed a couple from yesterday's Broadway session, so I'm just going to jump right back into them. And I want to take a second and say that I appreciate everyone dropping where you're from, and it is so cool to see all the different places. I didn't drop where I'm from. If y'all didn't know, I'm from Alberta, Canada, Southern Alberta. We're like right by the United States, like half an hour. You can see it because it's flat everywhere we are. But anyway, so it's great to see, man. I love it. I appreciate it so much. Hopefully we'll find something that we can do in the comments this time, and maybe it'll come up organically. If not, maybe I'll think of something. But my friends, I appreciate the support. Y'all showed up, y'all delivered, and I appreciate all the love, all the links, man. I'm gonna put a bunch of the comments and stuff on here because like I couldn't get all the names through. So, but my friends, if this is your first time checking me out, or if you haven't liked and subscribed already, please do so while I pull this up for y'all. If you want to check me out on Patreon, you can do so as well. The link's in the description box. Also in my bio, I've got a tip jar if you want to support content and breakdowns like this. Let's do this. I'm so excited.
Yes, guys, thank you so much. Sadly, we are down to our
I need a water. And if she said this is the last one, then we're gonna watch a different one. Let's watch this one. Right? Yeah. Let's watch this one first.
I actually caught the Manila production of The Waitress with my Ate Joanna Phil as Jenna, and she was just phenomenal as always. It's just so amazing how there's so much Filipino talent being recognized all over the world and on different fields.
Y'all Filipinos are some ridiculous performers, bro. It's like it's a whole nother tier. It's like a whole nother genre almost, man. Like there's some Morissette being one of them is very, very impressive, my friends.
But who could ever forget one of the very first Filipino names that made it out there with her portrayal of so many iconic roles, including the singing voice of Mulan and Jasmine and countless musical theater shows. I could never compare, but I would love to give tribute to our dear Miss Loya Salonga, the original Jasmine, the original and a living legend.
Philippine
through
too,
the
eh?
song
Cool.
from
Very
the
cool.
musical Miss Saigon.
You who I cradled in my arms, you asking as little as you can. Little snip of a little man. I know I'd give my life for you. You didn't ask me to be born, you. Why should you learn of war or pain? To make sure you're not hurt again. I swear I'd give my life for you.
She's so good, bro. Like we talked about this a lot yesterday. But like her diction, her speaking into like flowing into notes, her like capacity to handle like the enunciation and how the actual like vowels and consonants and everything play with each other. I could go on and on.
I've tasted love beyond all fear, and you should know it's love that brought you here. And in one perfect night, when the stars burned like new, I knew what I must do. I'll give you a million things I'll never own. I'll give you a world to conquer when you're grown. You will be who you want to be. You can choose whatever heaven grants.
She's showing a lot of control here, man. Like she's keeping her dynamic very controlled, as well as like letting the notes out. And they sound like they sing and they sound like they pour, but she's not getting into like a belting stage or like where it's so loud that like she's almost like yelling. Like it's just, and like I'm not saying that she would do that or has done that. It's just a lot of like layers of control in a genre that she claimed to not be super comfortable in. You know what I mean? Like it's just, she's very, very talented, my friends. Very, very talented. I don't need to tell you all that, but I like to say it.
As long as you can have your chance, I swear I'll give my life for you.
Very emotional.
Sometimes I wake up reaching for him. I feel his shadow brush my head, but there's just moonlight on my bed. Was he a ghost? Was he a lie?
Wow, man, and like she's like wailing here now, right? Like I'm not gonna say like belting just gets like a bad kind of rep. Like a lot of people associate belting with like yelling. She's definitely not yelling, man, but she's letting it out now.
Was he a ghost? Was he a lie that made my body laugh and cry? Then by my side, the proof I see, his little one, gods of the sun, bring him to me.
Still and then vibrato too, man. Come on, I want to hear the whole thing. I didn't mean to interrupt it. I just get excited. I get excited.
His little one, gods of the sun, bring him to me.
Come on, yeah.
You will be who you want to be. You can choose whatever heaven grants, as long as you can have your chance. I swear I'll give my life for you. No one can stop what I must do. I swear I'll give my life for you.
That was like an interesting note to end on, you know what I mean? And like she killed it. Like she just like hit it. It's like she didn't slump down to it. She didn't like loop into it or anything. Just like there it is, right? Like that was great. I want to hear that. I want to hear that whole cadence again.
For you.
Yeah, dun dun. Sorry.
Oh man, more is funny. More is funny. Again, fantastic performance. Fantastic performance. It's unbelievable that she thinks that she is uncomfortable in this. So this was the last one. So then we're gonna do She Used to Be Mine. Okay, let's do this. I'm gonna try to talk more about the control that I was watching in this one, because at the last little bit there, she was really flexing that.
Feel amazing to be in love. Wow! Staray! Ako talaga! Anyways, going back to the, serious Morissette. Not a lot of you guys know that I actually have a little theater background. Back in, I think, 2012, I had my very first musical theater experience being cast for Repertory Philippines production of Disney's Camp Rock the Musical.
Ah, yeah, you all told me
And I
about
was
that.
asked to take the part of Michi Torres, which was portrayed by Demi Lovato in the original movie.
Cool.
Wait, what's that? Ano? Sample. Oh, sige, wait. Parang mo ako nagkasakit dun. This is real, this is me. I'm exactly where I'm supposed to be now. Gonna let the light shine on me.
Wow.
Now I found who I am. There's no way to hold it in. No more hiding who I wanna be. This is me.
If I sounded like that, I would sing all the time too. Come on, man. Come on.
Yeah, I remember having so much fun, but I really did grow as a performer that experience, and it was just really priceless. Just imagine just having to remember everything from the
many
blocking,
steps you take.
and then we also have choreography,
Yeah.
our lines, and then
Singing.
those power vocal songs, and not to mention, syempre, kasi we're independent people. Charay. We even like sometimes most of the people in the theater do their hair and makeup and just do everything themselves backstage. So in my part, I also had to think about just all the quick changes I had to do for the show, and
Costumes.
it was crazy. Yeah, I definitely
Makeup,
learned
hair.
so much from that experience and gained so much respect for the theater community. And I am looking forward to hopefully doing it all again someday. Anyways, I would love to sing for you guys a song that's from a newer musical. Well, not very new, but this was actually based on a movie back in the 2000s and was adapted and brought to the theater with music written by Sarah Bareilles. This is She Used to Be Mine from the musical The Waitress.
Cool, because like I think I talked about this in the last video, but there's some about like the drill rehearsal of theater that a lot of performers don't get to experience or learn, right? Because like you do multiple shows and everything is the same, down to the jokes, down to the ad libs, everything's the same. Every step you take, it's just like it's another level. Like choreo is one thing, but theater is another, right? And like when you have that in your performance and in your tool belt and you could do it well, it's just like a whole nother level of skill, right? I appreciate the hell out of that. All right, friends. Quick intermission as my phone had to charge. It's only been a handful of hours though, but let's see what we can do here. We're gonna pick this back up where we left, and let's go.
It's not simple to say that most days I don't recognize me, that these shoes and this apron, that place and its patrons have taken more than I gave them.
I'm probably gonna like end up beating this like a dead horse, but like her capacity to like it feels like she's talking to me, you know, and like she's still being very like melodic, very lyrical, but it feels like she's having a conversation like with herself, with the mirror, with me, the viewer, you know what I mean? And it's just like that's a whole nother tier, that's a whole nother skill set, you know. Anyways.
It's not easy to know I'm not anything that I used to be, although it's true I was never attention sweet center. I still remember that girl. She's imperfect, but she tries. She is good, but she lies. She is hard on herself. She is broken and won't ask for help. She is messy, but she's kind. She is lonely most of the time. She is all of this mixed up and baked in a beautiful pie. She is gone, but she used to be mine.
Wow. That whole section was like she kept it very, very gentle, but it was so rich and like so much emotion still. You know what I mean? And like I've seen Maury perform emotionally, man, but like this is like another tier. This is like a different level of being emotional for like singing and performance. You know what I mean? And like right down to like, I don't want to sound like too weird, but like when she like opens her mouth to like announce things, the way that they capture that sounds really good. It sounds really present, and you would get that in a stage performance too, because you probably have like a headset mic on where you can hear almost every breath, right? So it's like they're actually like, I think someone in the comments said the stages sessions did like all the mixing and the pretty stuff afterwards, and they obviously know what they're doing. But like, you know, you get good input, you get good output, right? Like if like Maury's obviously a tank of a singer, so like they had a really pretty picture, a really pretty canvas to work with already, right? But like there's so much going on here, man. There's so much going on here. I'm just gonna listen some more.
It's not what I ask for. Sometimes I lie. carves out a person and makes you believe it's all true. And now I got you. You're not what I asked for. If I'm honest, I know I would give it all back for a chance to start over and rewrite an ending or two. For the girl that I know who'll be reckless.
Nice. Keep the grit. Keep it.
Who gets hurt, but who learns how to toughen up when she's bruised and gets used by a man who can't allow. And then she'll get stuck and be scared of the life that's inside her, getting stronger each day. Till it finally reminds her.
Wow, man. I gotta interrupt. Like it sounds like she's singing at like the top of her register, but then she's still got so much like chest voice still, and that like is pre her mixed voice and her falsetto head voice, whatever, however you want to like categorize that too, man. Like it's wild how much control she has over her voice. Like, come on.
Life that's inside her, getting stronger each day. Till it finally reminds her to fight just a little, to bring back the fire in her eyes. That's been good, but she used to be
Nice. Great riff. Wow. Very powerful.
She is messy, but she's kind. She is lonely most of the time. She's all of this mixed up and baked in a beautiful pie. She is gone, but she used to be
That was like some dynamic control, man. If I had ever seen it, that was like a lesson in it. Because like all those really high notes, man, are hard to hit if you can't go full bore, if you can't like just let them out, you know. And I don't know, I appreciate that so much more the more and more I see these, especially in this Broadway stuff, like because there's so much more emotion driven from the details of the performance. It's not like you can kind of like you're limited a little bit. It's not like you're limited by dynamic, say like with a rock band where you still have like a drum kit to compete with, or a guitar amp to compete with. Like you can play quietly, but it still is gonna be loud, right? And so like in this, man, she can go right down to like whispering, you know, where it's like there's almost not even a word there. Like it's just like this like barely there tone, right? And it's just beautiful, man, just beautiful. Okay, so this is the last one, and I'm just gonna back it up my 5 seconds, and let's do this.
Yes, guys, thank you so much. Sadly, we are down to our last song. I just want to thank all of you for joining me here today as I sing my heart out to some musical theater tunes. But before I go, I just want to remind all of you to please follow and like and subscribe. Starting off with, I am regularly streaming on Kumu. It is an app. It is amazing. It's so much fun. It has a lot of gifts that you can send me to support me. Gifts, and yeah, just check it out. There are also a lot of artists also on Kumu as well. Please follow me on Kumu. My username is It's Morissette. Also, of course, my Instagram account, if you haven't yet, at It's Morissette, or Instagram.com/It's Morissette. This year also, I just started with my YouTube channel, and please check it out. I have some very exclusive content there, from vlogs, and I was even able to do covers during this quarantine season.
Yeah, she
so
has.
Please check that
Yeah,
out.
she has.
Subscribe to my channel. It is youtube.com/MorissettePH. And also this year, I decided to create a new personal page on Facebook. So if you haven't yet, please follow and like me there at facebook.com/MorissettePH. So yeah, I have been having so much fun singing some of my Broadway favorites. I hope to see all of you very, very soon. Till then, please stay healthy and happy. And yes, we shall be able to experience it all live when we've already flattened the curve. I also just want to give a huge shout out to all my supporters, my Moinatics. Maraming salamat po. Dito sa Pilipinas at sa buong mundo. Sa ating
said the name too, but I'm not gonna be able to repeat it like that. She said it way cooler than I'd ever be able to say it.
OFW, sa ating mga kapamilya, and sa ating mga frontliners. Maraming salamat din po sa lahat ng serbisyo ninyo at sakripisyo ngayong time of COVID-19. Saludo po kami sa inyo.
Such a
My
cool
Sages
language.
family, thank you so much. I would like to
Such
leave you guys
percussive
with this
language.
very, very special song. As in, sobrang special po siya sa akin. To the point na parang isa din to sa mga theme song namin ni Tito David, the guy that discovered me. Yes,
she was talking about that, I remember
sky's the limit for all of us. This has been Morissette. And as that famous song from the musical Wicked goes, let us defy gravity.
She seems like a bubble of energy, man, and like I vibe with that. I'm very high energy too.
Something has changed within me. Something is not the same. I'm through with playing by the rules of someone else's game.
Wow, man, back to the like talking to singing, like that ratio, man. She just took that speaking ratio and just like blew it out of the water with that note. Come on
It's
now.
not the same. I'm through with playing by the rules of someone else's game. Too late for second guessing. Too late to go back to sleep. It's time to trust my instincts. Close my eyes and leave. It's time to try to find gravity. I think I'll try to find gravity, and you can pull me down.
Nice. Great riff.
I'm through accepting limits, 'cause someone says they're so. Some things I cannot change, but till I try, I'll never know.
Man, she's got so much support going on in her voice. I was gonna say this in one of the falsetto parts earlier, but like it sounds like it's just so easy. It's just so smooth, so easy, man. This is wild. This is wild. Like she seems very, very confident in this one.
Too long I've been afraid of losing love. I guess I've lost. Well, if that's love, it comes at much too high a cost. I'd so not like to find gravity. Kiss me goodbye. I'm defying gravity.
She's having fun now, man. She's having fun. I'm gonna listen to that whole section again.
Trying to find gravity. Kiss me goodbye. I'm defying gravity, and you can pull me down. Unlimited. The future is unlimited, and I just had a vision, almost like a prophecy. I know it sounds truly crazy. True, the vision's hazy, but I swear someday I'll be up in the sky, defying gravity. I'm flying high, defying gravity.
Yeah, like I'm just sitting here like thinking like what she's singing against, and like the track it comes and goes so much. Right now it's like almost just like this bridge build down, and they just went through. I'm pretty sure like a key change. It sounds like either that or like a dynamic change at least, because she's singing a lot louder now, and it's like she does not have a lot to go off of, and she's got it in her man. Like she could have it wailing for all I know, but like it's it's still, man, it's like a matching energy thing, man. Like she is giving confidence right now. She's singing for the back of the room, you know, like it's just wild. It's just wild, her control. Just sitting here in this room in front of this camera. Like, oh, bro.
And you can't pull me down. So if you try to find me wrapped in the western skies, as someone told me lately, everyone deserves a chance to fly. And if I'm flying solo,
And like that top note, so for you theater kids and you singers and stuff, so one of the things that you want to do if you're trying to hit a note, bear with me on this. It's not out of Maury's range, but if you're trying to sing a note that's like at the top of your range or it's out of your range, you can kind of do stuff like that. Be like, fly, 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 and just be more and more eccentric with it. And then all of a sudden it's like, fly. You can get your pitch, right? I'm being kind of goofy now, but it's like she's doing that in a way that is still theatrical and fun. It's not going to be like awkward or weird like if I were to do it, right? Like she's a pro, bro. She's a pro. What do you mean this is out of your comfort zone? Like,
told me lately, everyone deserves a chance to fly. And if I'm flying
so much energy behind it.
at least I'm flying free. For those who ground me, take a message back from me. Tell them hey, I'm defying gravity. I'm flying high, defying gravity, and soon I'll match them in renown. And nobody in all of us knows it that there is or was is ever gonna bring me down. Bring me
come on, man. Give it up. Come on, all you at home. Come on. That was wild, man. That one could have been my favorite of the series. That one could just like for no reason other than like just some level of confidence, man, and like some level of just like I don't know what it was. But something about that one. I think that was the one. I think Defying Gravity might have been my favorite. All fantastic list, my friends. Thank you so much for putting me on this series. Is there another series we should do? Should we just keep doing series for a little bit? Is that what we're gonna up to? Let me know what you want to do. I'm up for it. I'm always up for it. But my friends, thank you so much. Don't forget to give me the thumbs up and like and subscribe if you haven't already. Check me out on Patreon if you want to support the channel as well. We'll see everyone again soon.